I am the one and only infamous Kentucky Yankee without a doubt, and everyone is welcome here to my channel. If you're a newcomer, thanks for clicking. Updates before we get started. The MR50 has parts ordered. Sidekick's little bike down here underneath the table because his engine has a gasket kit and piston rings on order. Cb350 petrol tank soaking in muriatic acid. The Z50 monkey tank is on hold, and I'll explain that in another video. Allow me to end this update with a little clip of me picking up my luggage rack for my CB Honda 350. Hey guys, check it out, a new luggage rack for my CB350 Honda. You'll never guess where I picked it up at. So there it is, and for my viewers that are maybe just a little bit more slow-witted, that luggage rack came from Franklin, Kentucky. So the luggage rack did not come with any hardware, I guess is what you would call it, to mount it. So let me show you what's going on here so far in my plan. This is supposed to mount right here in the shock, so that's fine. But then we need some kind of a bracket right here, you know, to mount it. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do. The first thing I'm going to have to do is get these turn signals off. I'm going to take these off too just to get them out of the way. I don't know what exactly is going to happen with this handle here. I believe I'll remove it for now. I may end up taking this seat off, but I just want to see what it looks like here. Before I do that, I can't decide on the seat. Little sneak preview here, and see, this is why I said we shouldn't take the seat off right away. Look, if I make this level, it's wanting to hit that seat there, so I need to figure out what to do with this. This rack is actually for a 350F, so that's a 4-cylinder. I don't know if they're set up different, or I really, I'm not sure exactly. Anyways, we need to figure something out here. It pains me to inform you folks that I'm going to have to cut this off. I need to cut this and make it shorter. I could bend it in and try and make it work, but it'll be so tight against the seat. The issue is I can't get this rack level without it getting, hitting the seat. Like I said, I could bend it in, but the other side's a lot worse and a lot closer tolerances for some reason. I don't know why. And I just don't really feel like messing with all that when I could just cut it off. But again, it pains me because this is an original, what do you call it, A1, AAA rack, for a Honda. Ended up cutting out 2 little pieces of flat metal right there, and I welded it to our bracket. I'm going to weld the back side. I'm getting ready to take it off now. I use that leather so I wouldn't burn the seat up. Let me get it off of here and show it to you. There's my weld job for your inspection purposes. Might not be perfect, but I believe it'll hold just fine. I welded it on the inside, if you'll notice, see? That way it'll look a little bit neater from the outside. Welded on the inside. I need to spray paint this or something, I guess. Have it mocked up a little bit here. And now I'm going to try and figure out a bracket from here down to here. That's not how they originally came. I think they came from here, like to there, right there at that bolt, I think. But I'm not going that route. I'm just going to go from here to here where the license plate is. I think that's should be strong enough. It's a straight shot down after that. If you'll remember these brackets right here, these came with the mufflers. So I have 2 of these. And they're chrome. So that's kind of cool if I don't crack them. I had a plan of putting them on here like this. Just like that. See? And then up here there'd be a L bracket. And I even purchased them. This L bracket. And I was going to cut them down to size and bolt it on like that. But instead, and I'm probably crazy for doing this, but I'm going to try and just twist these into place so that I only have one piece instead of all them bolts and crap. So let's give her a twist. The chrome will probably pop and crack and get all messed up. I don't know. Maybe not. Let's just try and see what happens. All right, I got it all mounted up in the vise here. No cracking. I put electrical tape on my adjustable wrench teeth. See how she fits? Well, this turned out way better than originally anticipated. The chrome never did crack a bit. I twisted her up, and it seems to fit just perfectly where the license plate's going to bolt up. So I'll go through the plate, into this bracket, snug her all down, and that will hold it in the back, brace it a little bit more than what we have in the front. So let's bend another one up. Time to check our fitment. I can't keep up with all the new words and the way people talk, but I think that is correct. Fitment. And look at there. Nearly perfect. It'll be perfect. What I'll have to do is I'll push this, straighten this up a little bit. That's what I want anyways. That way there's pressure, a little bit of pressure on these brackets to hold them in place. Let me show you from the side view. This is really, these brackets have turned out awesome. I'm glad I did not use that L bracket, because that would have made them look real sloppy. All bolted up, kind of checking things out. I even put the shock bolts back on. And there's our brackets right here, not that one. That's for a seat rest or something, but I'm not going to use that. Check it out. I'm happy with this. I'm really happy with the way this turned out. I actually teared up a little bit when I was bolting in the shocks, the final assembly. I got a little choked up, but yeah, I'm happy with it. It's nice when things go smooth. Should be pretty obvious the old turn signal will not fit where it was previously, and I wouldn't even want it there because you wouldn't be able to see it. I am going to move it back here. This is where a seat rest used to be bolted up. You can get a seat rest or whatever, it mounts there, but I'm not going to use that. So I'm going to take this bolt out right here, drill this hole bigger. This is a front turn signal, and it'll work just fine. And I'm going to bolt it in there, right there, like that. And it should be seen very clearly and very easily in that position. Turn signals are mounted up to the rack now, and I like the way they look. They stick out a little bit far, but that's good because I like to be seen. I'm not going to finish up the wiring just yet because there's more to come. I'm going to mount this toolbox down here onto that rack and make it so it's removable. I have been pleasantly surprised on how easy the installation of this rack was. Do you guys call them blinkers or turn signals? They're turn signals. They're not blinkers, by the way. Anyways, let's get that out of the way. Guys, if you like the video, subscribe, tell your buddies, share this video, hit the thumbs up. All that good stuff helps my channel to grow. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.